going on, everybody? It's your boy Rail back with another review, man. Yo, this is Titans season 4, episode 1 and 2, the review. Oh yeah, that's right, people. We got some new content for you. All right, I'm gonna be doing the rest of this season, whether you're gonna be watching or not, whether you're gonna be here listening to it or not. And to be fair, let me just go ahead and lay this out for you. The reason I stay away from things like Marvel TV shows or DC shows or Star Wars thing. That's because they have such a cult following, and I'm so like ignorant to their world. Like I am a fan, right? But I'm not an uber fan. I'm a fan in the sense of I'll watch all the shows, but I shall not pick up one comic book, one novel, one manga, one whatever. Okay, I'm not reading none of it. I have no idea of the deep intricacies of those worlds. So, and you know me, y'all know me. Some of y'all know me. Some of this y'all first time know me. I'm gonna fuck up some names badly for a while. Uh, I'm gonna fuck up some cities, some situations. I'm gonna do something, and I just know that it's gonna be these cult people that's gonna kill me. So it's like I tend to stay away, but I'm gonna go ahead and dibble and dabble. Right? I'm gonna try it out with this one. I'm gonna try it out with Titans. But I gave you, okay, before y'all get in these comments after this review and start destroying me about how I just don't know shit. I already told you I don't know shit. Outside of the shows. I watch the shows, people. So hey, that's what you're gonna get. Alright? So boom. Now, salute to those in the Discord gang. Alright, those listening on Apple and Spotify podcasts. Feel free to hit support that podcaster. It's a little thing right there in the description, okay, for those of y'all that's just listening to me audibly. If you've been enjoying, if I've been making your day, your week, go ahead and show a little bit of love. And of course, you on YouTube, the viewer, welcome, welcome. If this your first time, welcome, welcome. We're gonna have a good one. Now, all right, let's get into it. So, what do we have here? The Titans have just saved Gotham, and they decided that they were going to go bowling in order to celebrate. Right? I wouldn't choose that after risking my life and saving an entire city. I'd probably want to go someplace remote, a beach, fucking umbrella drinks, something to that extent. But hey, to each its own. To each its own. If bowling is what tickles your fancy, then go right about it. But of course, it gets interrupted because they got a message from Bruce Wayne. They, being Grayson, and being said, hey, we need you in Metropolis. Now, earlier, we see that we got Lex Luthor. And when it comes to Lex Luthor, I've always looked at him as like an underwhelming villain. No powers, just very wealthy, very smart. So he didn't gain much of my respect. But I do like the one they got here. I like the actor. I like how they visually gave him to us, like bald with a giant beard. I'm like, oh, this is a hip Lex Luthor right here, because typically they give us the whole bald everywhere thing, and it's just like cut it out. And then they had us with what's his name, Facebook kid. He was a young Lex Luthor, which I like him as an actor, so I was cool with that too. A young Lex Luthor. I'm like, okay, that's pretty dope. So now here we go with this older version, and apparently he found something Egyptian, powerful, some type of tesseract, and he fired Shorty. And I said, oh, that can't be good. That can't be good. She's in here like, what? I've been working here for 3-4 years. This is our dream. We're finally realizing it. And then in regular Lex Luthor fashion, he dubs her and says, no, this is my dream. You've done everything I've employed you to do. Appreciate you. And just pushed her out. And then she's like, oh, you're going to pay. Oh, somebody's got it. There's going to be some sacrifices, whatever her threat was. And I said, oh, this can't be good. This can't be good. She's been there intimately with whatever the fuck that thing is for multiple years. She clearly knows the in and outs more than he does. I would just have to assume. And a woman scorned, boy, I would watch out for. So I kept an eye on her. She looks like the chick from the next Karate Kid, even though I know that's not her. She's from something else. I can't put my finger on it. Y'all can help me out. Where do I know this woman from? But yeah, I knew she was gonna be a problem for Lex. I was like, ah, this isn't gonna be good. But anyway, at the bowling alley, once they get that call, we see Raven see some blood turning, right? A milkshake turning to blood, so she's getting some type of vision. So we like, okay, this is bad. This is bad. We got the weird taxidermy guy. We don't know what his deal is. He's working with dead animals. Already creeps me out. I understand it's a job. I understand, the necessities. I mean, for some people, a dead pet doesn't just end at the burial. For some people, a dead pet doesn't just, involve, shipping it out somewhere or tossing it out with Friday's trash. To some people, death is only the beginning. Oh, yeah. Because the next part, they love him so much that what they're going to do is send him to some guy, like in this show, to do some weird shit where they stuff them and bomb them, do all that weird, and give them a little pose so you can put your beloved cat, dog, whatever the fuck next to your, I don't know, coffee table or some shit. I don't know. I haven't been to a house, thankfully, that had some deceased animal staring at me when you come in, so I've been lucky. But I'm sure those people make a good living too. A lot of hunters and all that. I can see a purpose for them. But I would be skeptical of an individual that works with dead animals. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't want any bias, but if you're a taxidermist yourself, I'm sure you're a good person. I'm just going to judge you by your job out the gate. You're gonna have to prove to me that you're a good person. All right, that's all I'm saying. There's prejudice out here. Where's prejudice? I'm going to judge that book by its cover. Oh, you work with dead animals. Interesting. How'd you get into that profession? What did you? But anyway, so he sees one of his things bleeding out the eyes. He's freaking out. I'd freak out. So there's a lot of blood. There's a lot of blood going on. Right? And we don't know where, why, what's happening. But there's a lot of blood. And blood coming and going, typically not a good thing. But anyway, we end up at Star Labs, right? Now I'm excited. We're in Metropolis. We love Gotham. Now we're going to see what Metropolis is about. And Connor's dad, Superman, says he wants to meet him. I said, "Holy shit, are we going to get a Superman appearance? Are we?" I know they used Jorah from Game of Thrones as Batman. So, and he never played Batman. So I'm wondering who would they cast for Superman? I could only hope that it'd be Cavill himself to make a nice little appearance. But I'd like to see him. Superman's my favorite character, so I'm that guy. Yeah, I know. I know you can kill me, whatever, but Superman is my man. It's been that way since I was a shorty. So I was pumped. So I was just as sad as Connor when he got there and realized ain't gonna be no Superman there. So I do want my Superman appearance. God damn it. Well, I want it. It's at least season finale shit. So something. So I'm on the lookout for that. But they get there and the Starlab people can't wait to get their hands on the Titans, right? Because as we know, the Titans, they just kind of collected themselves. They figured out what their powers are amongst each other. And nobody really knows the extent of each other's powers. So it's really exciting because these people can't wait to dissect them. And I can't wait to hear about it. So first off, salute to Beast Boy for no longer having to be an ass naked warrior, right? Every time he turns to an animal, he's got to find some place to hide. He's got to take his clothes off first, or he'll rip up his nice clothes. Could you imagine how expensive that is? So they finally give him a little tool, right? A little tool that says, "Hey, transform into whatever you like." Okay, and you don't have to. You'll never be naked again. I said, "Thank God." Now we can get a less awkward Beast Boy, and I was here for Beast Boy because I love to see the different animals he would transform into. Like that's what I'm tired of the tiger. Give me some other shit. So he tries it out and he sees some the ominous images, some shit. It looked like birds hanging from a tree or some shit. I don't know where he went, but he went to a sick ass tree. And when he woke up, he found out that he literally went ape shit. Right, the whole lab was tore up. I said, look at this shit. Look at this. This is what happens when you bring the ghetto to the suburbs. Right, soon as you bring Gotham City into Metropolis, millions of dollars get smashed up in moments. I said, God damn it. Because to me, like, Gotham City seems like a place where crime is rampant, right? Gotham City has, like, a quantity of crime. They're high in crime rate. Whereas Metropolis, not so high. But the quality of the crime in Metropolis, very big. Like when something comes from Metropolis, motherfucker, it's heavy. It ain't no old bank robbers and thugs and selling drugs, doing all this shit. No, no, no. That's Gotham City shit, right? Gotham City got the different kingpins fighting for position, different little tribes going at it. Not Metropolis. It's something earth shattering, something city threatening that's gonna happen out there. So we heard that Beast Boy, which I didn't like. They told us he turned to an ape, a velociraptor, and like an armadillo. And I wanted to see all those things. Is it just not in the budget? I would have loved to see that. But he tore it down, but he wasn't naked, so salute to him. And then we get a test on Starfire, right? She had just gained some new weaponry, right? Some new powers last season, and she apparently broke the hardest thing known to man with like only 8% of her power. So now we're hearing like Starfire is with the shits. They say, "Oh, you ain't even tapped in. Like you just we don't know where his power came from, but you ain't even touched a piece of it." So now I'm like, "Holy shit!" If you just use 8% and broke the hardest shit, I'm just sitting there doing the math. I was like, "God damn!" Starfire come with the smoke with her fine ass. Oh yeah. Your boy loves him some Starfire. Ooh, perfectly casted. And so now I go through the question of because all these other episodes outside of Superboy, Raven to me seems to be the most powerful, or I would have assumed she was. Right? She's got, which she might be, but now hearing about Starfire, I don't know. So comic book people, novels, mangas, this is where you could chime in. Could you just tell me which one of the ladies is really with the shits? Like which one is the most powerful Titan? You know what I'm saying? I was leaning toward Raven, but the Starfire information, I'm not sure. Superboy is always an option. Because, I mean, come on. And now he's got the brain of a Lex Luthor. I'm like, oh, wow. But yes, now we're seeing the real issue, though. We're seeing bits and pieces. So we got some dude running around that's making everything bloody before he comes and attacks, right? Turns your noodles into blood. How pissed would you be? You hungry? Got your Chinese food, you about to open it, about to smash, and all of a sudden it's all thick and mucusy and it's blood. And it's like, what the fuck you eating, shorty? And he does this move where he freezes one person and slices the throat of another. I was like, holy shit, this dude is crazy. And clearly it's supernatural because, and it's a lot of blood. There's a lot of blood in these two episodes. So I'm like, okay, so I'm assuming that mask or something has something to do with that whole Egyptian shit. Right, whatever Lex Luthor found, whatever power he's test driving, it's got to be something with that. It got that long medicine mask thing. Like, did y'all see Sandman on Netflix? It's got that thing, and I was like, and then it was playing that music in that house, that Sandman music. I was like, is this the Sandman? Is he making it? I was like, I don't know. So I don't know what's going on. There's some Egyptian gods and goddesses shit. I have no idea. But Buddy is catching bodies. He's freezing some, slicing others. Right? But as of now, this is just some sideline shit, right? Because the Titans, outside of two of them, one of them can't. Well, both of them right now can't comprehend what they're seeing, what they saw, what's fucking with them. It hasn't been an immediate issue right now. The immediate issue is that one dad is off to save some shit, unable to meet with Connor. So the other one is more than excited to meet him, which is Lex Luthor. And as they're about to leave Metropolis with all their fly toys and shit, we see our boy. He gets a fucking bow staff that pops out, which I enjoy how excited he got, thinking he was finna get a Robin suit. Like he was through the roof, hugging him. I felt bad for my man because like he is an official Titan, and the fact that his ups was so up there for a Robin suit, a suit of any kind, I'm sure. Maybe his own name, because he's such a fanboy, and just to be presented with a staff. But it's a dope staff. And then you got promises for Nightwing to teach you how to use it. That's invaluable. I was like, nice. So it's not really what we was looking for, but I thought it was hilarious because my boy was like, he was like, holy shit, Robin suit? Let's fucking do it. You're the greatest. He's like, ah. Nah, my man. No, you can't just be throwing on the Robin suit. Like it means a little bit more than that, right? You don't even know how to throw a punch, my guy. So just calm down. But his genuine excitement was awesome. But we see as they leave, right, getting some fucking Lex Luthor with his many of his gadgets enters the brain of Connor, telling him where to meet him, how you want to meet him, and all this shit. So just like concerned parents, right, Grayson and Starfire are discussing what the fuck we supposed to do with this. Like, do we want Connor meeting Luther? Like, how is this gonna go down? And they're trying to warn him, but he wants to see the other part of him. It took two to tango, and Connor is still just an experiment. So he's got a lot of questions. And the man who's responsible for this shit, he's gonna have more answers than Superman has. And he's readily available. So there's that. Right? So Connor obviously wants to go meet him. And what I enjoyed is when they was like, okay, you do what you gotta do, no problem. But let's do some investigative work. Let's really see what makes Luther tick before we just go into this thing blind. So he sends them to a library. Meanwhile, Rachel, not Rachel, Starfire, Baby Robin, and fucking Nightwing go do their own little investigative shit, which is one of my favorite scenes from the two, where Lex Luthor's sitting there trying to enjoy a nice little rigatoni, right? Some vino. He's enjoying himself, and Starfire breaks in and is whooping ass, which is an amazing scene because Lex Luthor is not pressed at all. I'm pretty sure, through all his years of crime, he's he, he's very used to superheroes coming in, fucking shit up, and you know coming to question him. So I love how he is unbothered at everything. Why? Which is why I don't know why he just didn't tell his mans and them to stand down. Like if you know you can, if you're hearing that your mans is finna get flexed, because that's typically what they do is get flexed, because they're not metahumans. I would probably like that's just a bad boss. And at what point when you're a goon, do you just stop? Like, did you count how many people Starfire of the asses she whooped in the hallway? Like, let's say I was number 8, right? Like, how many people before I go? You know what? I'm just gonna go out this door. Like, if you want Luther, please take him. Because after she just disposed of 2 people easily, then you get to 3 and 4, and I'm like, do I jump out now and do what? What do I do? These motherfuckers was tougher than me. What gives me this notion I'm just about to be another ass whooping victim? So salute to those dudes that got their shit broke up. Cause I would never. I'd be like, hey, I put my weapons down like on here, shorty. I don't know. What he gonna do? Fire me? I'm not taking no ass whooping. And there's nothing I could do. Regular people, fam, I got you. This motherfucker? No, thank you. So I always thought goons were dumb. Like, just tap out, bro. After number 4 or 5, well, that's it. And why do they always do that cheesy one at a time shit? No, street fights don't even happen one at a time. If there's one dude and it's 6 of us, unfortunately, bro, you're getting jumped. It's a street fight. It's no rules, and that's a regular person. Fucking metahuman? Are you shitting me? We're all gonna dogpile. I'm not gonna just go at this. Oh, you went. Oh, it's my turn. Oh, you went. Oh, it's my turn now. Oh, you got your ass kicked. Oh, it's my turn. It's just I just never understood that. But anyway, she very calmly has a conversation with him. Meanwhile, they're stealing information with that little cool gadget that fluttered over there and downloaded some shit. So instead of getting the question she's looking for, he's Lex Luthor is amazed by her. He's like, "Hey, look, I heard a lot of things going on in your hometown. Oh yeah, I've been keeping up with you. You, your sister, your new powers. Oh yeah, I know. I got the ends on all of it." And I learned right there is why I go, I like this Lex a lot. He is in tune. He's suave. Like, this is a smooth dude. And he's just like, he's informed. I love somebody that's informed. And she's like, holy shit. But that's not why she's there. But it's weirding her out that he knows all this. But I mean, Ma, look at you. I'd want to know more. Like, please. I'd love to take you out for some rigatoni and some vino. Like, please. But he basically tells her, like, look, man, it's going to be Connor's choice. I just want to meet him. You know what I'm saying? I want to groom him, get him ready to run this shit one day. He is my son. So Just relay the message and that'd be it. That'd be it. So while they digging up the dirt, and then at that same time, he's like, "Oh, he knows that they're watching him. He's got the scope on him, so he sends some ninjas their way." And this is all just random action shit, right? Because realistically, think about it. If I sent some ninjas to go murder Nightwing, because I don't know if they had the things to capture him, but they sure didn't fucking have capture you weapons. They had swords. Swords. They came out the gate throwing fucking ninja stars. Those things are made to kill. So I'm thinking like, okay, so Nightwing is fighting ninjas that Lex sent over there. Meanwhile, Starfire's fine ass is right here. Why wouldn't she just slap the shit out of him or something and tell Lex call off the ninjas? They're trying to kill my homie. Like she just waited for night. Like is this just exercise for them? I don't know. It's really weird. It's a weird partnership. Lex is a weird boss. You know, Starfire and Grace. I don't know what they got going on. Why wouldn't she threaten Lex to call off the ninjas? And then what if the new guy probably gets killed? Trying to jump in some shit that's not his beef. Like he can't fight. So what if he was to die and Starfire's over here listening to Lex ass, just watching the fight go down? Like that's I don't know. I don't know. But I mean it was good action. It was a good fight scene. He did have the best. And he had his funny little I hate ninjas. You know. But as they're doing more digging, right now we've got Rachel and Beast Boy and all of them. Beast Boy is still hearing names in his ear and doing all this other shit. And she's constantly having visions of blood and all this other shit. Meanwhile, the Egyptian thing is striking again. Took a stunned the father. It's like he's been stunning the men and murdering the women. Is what I've been noticing. So I don't know what is if that's like the ritual. You know what I'm saying? Stun the guy, murder the woman. So it really sucks to be a woman in this particular era. And then he gets the little girl. So Starfire knows something is wrong, and she's following a vision that she had, right? Because when Connor finally meets with Lex and agrees to stay with him the 6 months, which, yeah, because why would you be afraid? Then all of a sudden we find out that Lex Luthor's dying. I'm like, oh damn, that's fucked up. Kryptonite poisoning. Go figure that. All those years, bruh, trying to take my man's down. Look at you, dummy. You're like the world of worlds aliens when they come to Earth and not know that, oh, maybe our lungs can't breathe this air. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we weren't made for this world because we're not from here. Dummy, you did all this destruction and then just died off because you couldn't take the elements like our chemistry fucked you up. No shit. No shit. I'm like, that's what your dumb ass get, Lex. How you so smart, yet so very dumb? You don't think that this thing is radioactive? Like it could be kryptonite poison? Like it could just be bad? It's an alien object. Like, and you know he's probably raw dogging the kryptonite, right? With his hands. No gloves, just touching it, talking about, ooh, we're gonna fuck Superman up one of these days, boy. That's what your dumb ass get. I don't know how Batman is not. Is the right? The whole Batman versus Superman, his dumb ass should have some kryptonite poison too. That's what you get for trying to take down Superman, idiots. Fucking dealing with alien shit. Now you're dying. But at the same time, I'm not really believing it. But I do believe that he's, you know, trying to find a way to live, obviously. And then I thought like Connor did, like, oh, blood transfusions, like, oh, they're trying to use him. But he told him like, nope, I already tried that. Hence the reason, I thought I could do it, so I made you, and I've been harvest those genetic materials. Trust me, bro. It's a no go for me. I'm done for 6 months. So I was like, damn. Lex knows that maybe this is a genuine move. So now I'm sitting there, Lex, like, I don't know. It's something to him though. He's got something up his sleeve. He was just fucking with this Egyptian Tesseract thing. Like, he can't just have good intentions for Connor. And then the big gurgling blood death scene. And I was like, wait, what? No, not Lex. I was like, at first I'm thinking like, okay, no, maybe he's not dead. Right? Until a giant snake came out his throat. And I said, yeah, that probably did it. I was thinking like maybe he go into a coma or something, and then they try to track down this blood demon or whatever the fuck this thing is. Like, but no, once a giant snake crawls out your throat, yeah, it's probably over with. And then we see that Connor destroys that thing quite easily, and now he's accused of murdering Lex Luthor. And of course, he's not finna spaz out and murder the police officers because we've been down that path. So he rightfully goes to prison just to wait it all out, right? Just being a good citizen. He knows he's innocent, so fuck it. And they got him under some green kryptonite light, I guess. I don't know, but and they talking about getting him free, and so they dealing with that. So Lex Luthor is dead, and I'm just like, well, damn. I was hoping for a little bit more, so I was disappointed. I was just liking Lex. Thought I was gonna get some good character development out of him that I could really hone in on these upcoming episodes. But so much for that. So rest in peace, Lex Luthor. I was like, damn, niggas getting knocked off in Titans quickly. I was like, all right. And then we see Shorty outside, like, yeah, I told you was gonna pay. I said, damn, I knew she was coming. I knew she had something to do with something, right? So now it's the whole thing of trying to figure out what killed Lex, how can we free Connor. Of course, Raven does her thing, tracks down that little evil thing in the girls when she finds the girl, goes to the dream world, protect her from this thing, and her dark shit is fucking this thing up. So now they're on the search to find him, and then he burns himself up. And I'm like, okay, case closed, I guess. But what does this chick have to do with it? Is she So now I'm sitting there trying to put it together, and then we see my man, the taxidermist. He's constantly getting visions of himself with bloody faces, but he's not being visited. And he goes and pitches his game idea. The the Google people dub him, right? The Silicon Valley people dubs his idea, so he's upset. But now he's keep getting these blood visions, yet he's not being visited. So I'm thinking, is he the next one? Like when dude burnt up, when Raven got a hold of him, does it just take over? And what is Beast Boy's connection to this thing? Nobody else is becoming affected by it. Beast Boy is getting, maybe it's his like animal instincts that's like drawing him in, but there's something fucking up with Beast Boy. And obviously Raven knows how to travel between these realms and can see the things that's not there. So just when we think that we got this whole thing wrapped up, Lex Luthor's dead, Connor is free. All right, let's fucking get out of Metropolis. This was we thought we was going. At least we got a Beast Boy suit. We got a Beast Boy suit and the bow staff. So we got something and a fresh little whip that was made for us. So that's cool. That's cool. We did get some things out the deal. We should have known that any place we go is about to be some fuck shit. And then all of a sudden, right when they about to leave, they run into like a fucking Sith Lord. Shorty has just upped her game. She got a staff and she just went full Sith. Red lightning, fucking everybody up. And the only person that was able to compete with her, because Raven got dealt with quickly, Starfire comes and saves the day. I'm like, oh shit. And they had like a Star Wars moment. It was dead on. Blue versus red. Boom, the powers combine. She disappears. But she's got a whole coat. So now she's the problem. She got some shit that can fuck up the Titans easily. Which is hilarious because what Grayson did goes back to my my theory of nigga why? Like just why? Who was the first person to jump out there and try to get him? Superboy. Superboy got dusted up real quick. One zap to the chest. This nigga thought he was on fire. I was like, okay, well, once you take Superboy out, okay. Then now it's Rachel's turn, right? Raven comes up, steps up to the plate. Now she's unconscious. I was like, okay, that's like our top two hitters. That's our top two hitters. And then good old Nightwing is like, okay, so you took out probably the second most powerful man on Earth. All right. Then you took out the maybe arguably the most powerful chick here with her dark powers. Okay. Well, it's time for me and my little electrocuting sticks. They had a rough time with some fucking ninjas. My guy, you had a rough time with some ninjas. Read the room, boy. But he still stepped up and got dealt with just as quickly. And she toyed with his ass. And she got a funky little hairstyle. Like, she's involved. So, I just didn't. I'm like, oh, God. When you see that, when you see metahumans getting their ass beat, and then you see a Nightwing step up to Nigga, unless you got like a Tony Stark suit, unless you got like a Hulk Crusher suit, my guy, you need to relax. So I don't know. So and that leads me to believe I don't know how much work Dark Knight is gonna be involved in this episode in this season. What character, which of these supernatural Egyptian monsters can Nightwing get busy with? I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. He's gonna play a lot of sideline, a lot of detective work, is what I'm thinking. That's what I'm guessing. Cause he's not going up against no Sith Lord. So unless he gets an upgrade, I don't know. But it seems to be one of their most powerful, you know, enemies to date. So I look forward to episode 3 and see what this taxidermist do. That's the only guy that's got me intrigued. What is his thing? What is he gonna be doing? All right. Hope y'all enjoyed this, man. But anyway, protect your health, yourself, your wealth, man. Your boy Rolls out of here. Peace. Yo, I know I don't need no introduction, but y'all know who it is, man. It's your boy Hollywood Rail. And I appreciate you for sliding through and watching these videos. But you know what I need from you? All right, if you ain't already, I need you to like this and subscribe this, man. We at 1,000 trying to get to 2, all right? Push it for your boy. Get them algorithms up. So when it come to that subscribe button,